Now I will explain tFlowToIterate and tIterateToFlow components in Talend. How to use and where it is used. Just go to Talend Studio and click tFileList component. This is our folder. I have 3 files. In every file I have with the same metadata only. So the same metadata and 5 rows in each file. So you in this folder for 3 files, if you want same metadata, at that time only, but you want to process all files in one job, then you use tFileList component. If you give the exact folder location here, if we in this folder only test files is there, in this folder like CSV files or Excel files, anything, then you will put here. By using tFile mask you can access the that files also. Now you will connect tFile input delimited component. So here proprietary type here repository means you cannot change here anything. Whenever built-in, then only you will change here. So you remove this and control space button, then it will automatically open. Here global variables, this is called global variables. You will go to and select tFileList current file path and connect with tFileList to tFile component. Here field separator you will change in this file. In entry also asked what is the default delimited in tFile input delimited, actually semicolon, but in our file here comma is there. So based on that you will change here field separator, and you will take tFlowToIterate component, connect with tFile input delimited. Here tFlowToIterate component, what they do actually will process files one by one from folder. What I have files in folder, that only it will process one by one only, and connect. Here one more thing, in tFile input delimited you here see there is no any schema. By manually you can add that schema in the, because this is open source only, open studio, that's why you can add by manually. In enterprise version you will add one column, and in data type you will put in dynamic, automatically will get the all records from file only. But here this is open studio, there is no option like dynamic option. Just you can create how many columns are there, by manually you can create here. See there in this file actually 7 columns is there, so manually you can create 7 columns here. Employee number you will add first 7 columns. Department number, salary, phone number, email, country. So you change the data types also. Content, email and phone number strings. Salary you will change integer. Department number you will change integer. Employee name, employee number change integer. And one more thing here, just you put header 1, otherwise header will not reflect. And now we will take a tIterateToFlow component. Here what is the doing in tIterateToFlow component here? Will store the data till all the files are processed and data from all those files has been fetched here. So just connect from tFlowToIterate you will go there. Here edit schema you can check, there is no schema. Then automatically you will copy from t file input delimited. You don't write any again, you don't create, just you use same metadata, just copy here and again you will go here and select 7 columns, just paste it automatically tough, and you will connect tLogRow component. See edit schema. So all columns are copied from tFlow to tLogRow and select table here, because you will get data is clearly, understand output clearly, that's why you will select table. Otherwise basic also, but it will little confuse. That's why if you want clear out check clear visible, then you will select table. Coming to tIterateToFlow, here see here value is there you will go to and again control space control plus space button you will select, then automatically global variables will open. You will check here tFlowToIterate components. See just employee number, you will fill all the global variables with empty space based on their with employee name, employee number, like that. See we will check and employee name, next second one employee name, you will select employee name, again control space, third one department number, where is department number? See department number, salary, phone number, automatically global variables are created by internally based on our components. So you will go to no, phone number, where is phone number variable? Yeah, phone number, and remaining to email and country is pending. Just you will select email and country global variables. Where is email? Yeah, email and country. Once again you will go and once again you will press control and space button, then automatically it will open global variables. If you want project name, if you want any job name, everything it will here, and bill line, everything in global variables only. Just you will select country name, yeah, country name, then OK, clear button. Now we will click the run button. See, this is our output. So total 15 in every, this is our folder. In this folder, three outputs, three files is there. In three files, in every file 5 rows is there. So based on that, see, 5 rows. See this also. Five rows. So total 3 files. In every file 5 rows is there. In each file 5 rows is there. So you can get 15 rows from output. See, 15 rows. You can use so whenever in same file different in one folder different files is there, like same metadata and same file mask, then you can process all files. At the time you will use take tFileList component, and once again I will tFileList component. Here tFileList component you will select here. If you have in this folder different file mask like .csv, .test, based on that you are click plus button and you will add. See, with same metadata means you can process all the files. With different metadata you cannot process, but same metadata, then you will process the all files from folder. You will add button, click here, and just you will give that start dot store. It will, all files will process with same metadata. Otherwise, if you want .csv files, then you will add the .csv, and .test files if you want one more add, and .txt files. First csv files are processed and second test files are processed, like csv, and you add tsv files. First csv files processed and next test files processed, next excel files. Based on your requirement, then you can add a file mask. Now you don't need actually. If you want to same metadata, do so start.star. If you add like that, all files will process from that folder. And tfile input delimited, this is, if you take tfile input delimited here, actually you will take global variable here. Control plus space button you will select, then automatically it will come. You will go to current file path and current file extension, and it will come. So you will choose current file path. Based on current file path only you will get the records. Here field separator also you will mention. Field separator, actually tfile input delimited in interview also asked this question actually. So if you default semicolon is there, so in our file comma, based on that you will replace comma. So you will select tFlowToIterate. You cannot anything here, just here you will iterate, you will connect from tfile input delimited to FlowToIterate component, and here tFlowToIterate component is there. Just iterate from tFlowToIterate and iterate to flow. Here global variables you can use value. In this scenario you don't have edit schema. You can add manually edit schema, but this is open studio, that's why you can add manually. In what I have columns in a file, in same you can use columns, you can add manually. But in the in enterprise version you don't, if any number of columns you don't require, but you dynamic option is available in enterprise version. Based on, you can add that data type. Automatically you can create one row and select data type dynamic. Automatically get the data from files, all records from file. So this is the scenario for tFlowToIterate and iterate to flow component. Thank you.